Good evening and welcome to Options Center. It is Monday, 2/6/23. Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us here. If you're new here, go down to that bottom right-hand corner, hit that Options Center logo, and please subscribe. Also, don't forget to like these videos. I know that's cliche, but that's the only thing that really helps us YouTubers out to advance and get this information out to other traders out there. So, let's see. We're going to go through ES on multiple time frames as usual in our market update, and then we're going to focus a little bit on breadth. I have all these indicators over here. What do they mean? I have a full video on details of these indicators, but today we're just going to talk about breadth, how it's not good, and the only thing holding us up in this market is Tesla. So that's not bullish, but we'll see what happens. Those are just little tea leaves that we always look out for when we're kind of determining the next move. All right, let's jump into it. We have, let me get my face off here. I always forget that. It's kind of a new thing here. We have ES on the monthly time frame. We hit this top of the channel, finishing our move, or did we? That's the big question. I'll link up above the video that shows I will be bullish if this happens. But on this video, I'm going to continue with my primary situation where we have a top and probably a major top to where we are making lower highs and lower lows. We are in a downtrend. We are underneath that 20-month simple moving average. That's a big deal. And but we're in this posture. You have like this inverse head and shoulder ready to break out to the upside. Well, I still consider that valid until or unless we get underneath back into this range here. We're in the range of the highs of one of these months here, but the month of December, but we're still above the majority of the consolidation. So I still consider that kind of, maybe we're back testing a little bit. That's that 4,100 area. And so the 4,100 is going to be very important in this long term. We have this 8 EMA that we're getting over. We're not close. We have plenty of month left, so we'll see where that ends. We won't spend much more time on this chart, but we do have targets that are at the 35, the bottom of the channel, about 3,500 down to 3,200. So that's something to look out for if we start to break lower. Okay. The indicators there, they are in a neutral stance. On the weekly time frame, we had this ascending triangle, broke down from it. That's where we started our downtrend, and we appear to be breaking out from this downtrend line, but we're having this real difficulty with the 4,200 area. It acts as really good support, then to resistance. You had a fake out up there. Resistance, resistance, resistance. And so right now we're just we're trading around, a little choppy today inside the inside week right now. Okay, 8 EMA is under us. Okay, so this could be the left shoulder, head, right shoulder that seems to be firming up a bit, like I said. But we really have to get over this 100 week moving average in the 4,200 area. Okay. With that said, the MACD has gotten to a downtrend line. We talked about that, I believe, in the weekend analysis, or it could have been Friday, but we're to a downtrend line. So that's a tough call there. We got to see if we can get above that for the bulls, below it for the bears. We're already below it. We're already bearish, but so that's something to look at. We're kind of around the height of these all these bounces. We're kind of just above it, creeping up on the RSI. So not much to look at there. We do have Powell tomorrow, so that's, that could be a reason why the market was so choppy. Today had a gap down, held the gap, but didn't really move anywhere. Okay, on the daily time frame, daily trend is our friend. We had the gap down. We had the reversal candle. We had a red candle the next day. You could call this a tweezer top. It doesn't matter. We had follow through, and we came to the 8 EMA, our trending indicator. It's still technically an uptrend. We'll see if we can hold that. When you do reverse, when price reverses, you always see a reaction at the 8 EMA. Okay, so very rare does a price reverse and then not react to the 8 EMA here. Had a reversal here and came to the 8 EMA and bounced, ended the day up. It's not unusual. And then afterwards, you have the movement below. So when we get in these trades, these bearish trades, that's tough to stomach. When we got in here up at the resistance, and so we're well into our trade here, but you see it bouncing off there, and it just reminds us of this uptrend. So we get scared when it bounces, but it bounces every single time that we're coming on reversal, touch that 8 EMA, bounce off of it. So we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. That's going to be an important day with Powell at 12:40, and to see if we can get underneath that 8 EMA for the bears. Does the MACD say anything? Not really. Still a lower high, curling a little bit, but appears like it's coming above this triangle. So the market wants to go up, but will it continue? I don't know yet. We are betting it's not. Okay, RSI, nothing to really see here, just chopping up a little higher. We'll see if it reverses here. All right, on the 65 minute. Change our board up, 65 minute. By the way, we use 65-minute candles. If you're using an hourly, that's fine too. But we use a 65-minute because we want even candles during the trading day. That's the only reason. Okay, so we had this wedge here. If we're counting this as an ending diagonal, then we had a throw over and we're back in the range. That would be very important for the bears. That's a fake break. And then you have their primary uptrend that you have to go for next. Without that, it's still a no-go. Okay, this is perspective. When you draw these lines in, this says, hey, I'm bearish. It's a wedge. We came back into it. It's a fake break. But I could simply, if I'm a bull, and I say this is a channel, then we just hit the top of the channel, and we can go hit the top of the channel again. This could be just a pullback. Now, if this is a 1, 2, 3, and then we had a wave 4, like we're talking about throughout the weekend and this morning on Twitter. By the way, I have tons of charts on Twitter that we go through. If we go to our Elliott Wave page, I have the bearish count here, but if you're a bull, you consider this a 1, 2, 3, and you're looking for a wave 4. Well, we violated that 40% retracement, and we also crossed the wave 1 if this were a wave 1. That invalidates that count to me, so I am more on the bear side for this count, where we ended we had our 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are we at? I'm not going to go through all we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ending up here, and now we are simply making a 1, 2, 1, 2, or if this is a little less bearish for this move, this all could be kind of scrunched into a 1, 2, 3, 4, and just a little 5 down there that we eked out this morning. And so this could be just a simple 1, and we go back, retrace up 50-60% for wave 2. If we do not get that 50-60%, I do believe that this will be a 1-2-1-2 setup, and we head down from there. So not much of a difference there, but that can make all the difference later on for the downtrend. If we get a wave 4 and 5, you don't want to go long there because you probably have another wave 4 and 5 headed down. Okay? Um, anything? What else were we looking at? We're going to breadth. We have our breadth here. We have our different indicators. We have complacency with the put to call ratios. Not too many people hedging. Our trend that's bullish. It's underneath 1. We have the bearish advanced declines tick that was trending more bearish. The NASDAQ advanced decline bearish. The NYSE bearish. Gold bearish. So it's just sort of a weak market, but we still held up. And why is that? I mean, we had the dollar up, we had rates up, we were down, but it just seemed like we could have been down a lot more, and that's because of Tesla. Little old Tesla. I know Meta was up and Nvidia was up, but none of them have the capacity like Tesla. And so here's what we're looking at. Tesla is, I believe the count is over, and we have negative divergence. But sometimes when there's news or something coming up and you want to prop the market, that's what happens. You have one stock like Apple or Tesla that will hold the whole thing pretty much up in a sense. Okay, that's how I look at it. I do see that there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we had our top here, and this simply could just be setting up as a 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, if I'm missing a degree here, a wave degree, then possibly this is another wave 4, and we eke out another high for the final wave 5, and that would probably be to the 203 options expected move. That's a good spot for it, because it would also eke out another negative divergence on these indicators, RSI and the MACD. So that would be another. I shorted up here. We got a little trade in there from Tesla on Friday, and if we make it back up here, that'd be another objective short for myself, and I will go short Tesla one more time. Also, we had a trade on Nvidia. We'll catch up on that in a later date because we just put it on. That was for the Patreons, if you're interested. And last but not least, Bitcoin. Again, I put these. I'll go ahead and go to the daily, but I put this chart on the Twitter, and so we are a little bit bearish, at least for the temporary time, seeing how we have a negative divergence here. We're in this channel, or back at the top of the channel, reversed underneath the 8 EMA. We'll see where price goes from here. We could easily gap down overnight, but this is at least a short-term short for us. We did not enter into it. Just want to do the analysis on it. I don't trade too much cryptocurrency. I will jump in and out of Bitcoin every once in a while, whether it be micro futures or BITO. BITO is the ETF. All right, that's all I got to show for you guys today. We will do a morning prep in the morning. If you want to be in our Patreon, we have a midday market prep. We have not market prep, midday market update. We have trade ideas. We have you get your individual attention with me and all sorts of stuff. But there's the option guy as well. I'm also in that Discord, and there's tons of awesome trade alerts in there. They do a phenomenal job, especially if you're new.